So guys, today we're going to be talking about Monster Hunter Wilds because the open beta for this game actually does go live this week. So we're going to be jumping into all the details that you need to know about it, what content is available within it, and what stuff you can actually get in the full game by taking part in this beta test, as well as other stuff that transfers from the beta to the actual game. Now, before we get into all the details, as usual, if you're going to enjoy this video or find it helpful, if you could leave a like and subscribe to the channel, I would very much appreciate it. And if you want to help out even more, consider becoming a channel member by hitting the join button down below. Really does help me out here a ton. But with all that being said, let's just jump into today's video. First off, talking about the release times for the actual beta itself. So I'll throw an image up here on screen, which basically just tells you when the beta itself goes live for specific regions. For most people, it's going to go live tomorrow, but for UK, it's going to go live early on Friday. But if you have PlayStation Plus, you can just jump into the beta right now and have fun with it. Now, moving on to the stuff within the beta itself, the first major thing is going to be character creation. They will give you full access to the full breadth of character creation within the full game here, so you can just spend absolute hours going into extreme levels of detail, customizing your character with hair length, eyebrow shape, eyes, width, everything about your character really. There's a whole lot of detail that went into this creator, so go ahead, spend hours or minutes within it however you want. Alongside character creation, you do also have Palico customization, so you can customize your Palico to your heart's content. The only thing that you can't currently customize within the beta itself is going to be your Sacred, which is like your main mount for traversing the open worlds. So yeah, just go in there, create your characters that you want, and these actual creations will transfer over to the main game, so you can spend time now to then save time later when the game fully releases. And one other thing to note about character creation is that you do not need to worry about having your character be locked into that current design, because you can, inside of the game itself, recustomize your character and Palico as well. Same thing goes for the Sacred, but that's not in the game quite yet. Next up, you have Story Trial, so you'll be introduced to an intro cutscene, introducing you to some of the characters and just the overall intro story of this game. You'll meet some characters that you've seen in the trailer, as well as just get a general gist as to what you're doing inside the story itself. Then you'll be thrown into a Chupacabra hunt, who ends up being your tutorial monster, basically just telling you how the game works, what combos to use with certain weapons, and all that stuff. Within this trial, you are also able to change your weapon type. So in the intro cutscene, you're seen using a greatsword, but you can just change that before heading into your first hunt, so there's no need to worry about that. Alongside that, with the weapons, you can also take part in a weapon quiz thanks to your handler. This is basically a way to just test what kind of weapon would best suit your playstyle. It's a really good thing for new players, so if you don't know what weapons are available in this beta or just in the game itself, do this quiz truthfully and then see what weapon you end up with. Now obviously, veteran players, you already know what weapons are available within this game, and the questions themselves aren't really all that secretive about what weapon they will end up giving you, so you can just go in there and then choosing the correct answers to the questions to end up with your favourite weapon, or you can just ignore the quiz completely and just choose whichever weapon you want, because you have access to all of them here inside of this beta, as well as other armor sets as well with their own set bonuses and stuff like that. So go in there, choose whichever stuff you want before going into your first hunt, and then just listen to the tooltips and it will explain how the weapons themselves work. I believe there's also like a test dummy thing that you can whack on for a bit as well, which is quite handy. Then after that, you also have your Doshaguma hunt, who ends up being the main monster that you fight in this beta. With this, you can also invite other players to come and help you with this hunt, or you can do it by yourself, or you can go in there with NPC hunters as well to just help you deal with this hunt itself. And this also gives you access to the Windward Plains, which you'll have full access of within this beta as well. So go in there, hunt down Doshaguma, and then that's basically it for main stuff you can do inside of this beta. But then you can go back into the beta and just freely explore all of the areas that are available to you within the beta itself, that being the main camp, as well as the full length of the Windward Plains. Now, the Windward Plains is the main area that you've been seeing most of the gameplay. It's like a deserty, foresty, mountainy kind of area where you've been seeing most of the developer gameplay from. So it's very pretty looking area, and you can just go in there and explore freely to your heart's content, which looks absolutely amazing. The game itself looks beautiful, so you can go in there and just interact with other life within that open area, as well as just explore the main camp within the game as well. This is where you can interact with different vendors, so the cook, the smithy, and all that stuff. Obviously, they aren't able to fully be interacted with yet, so you can't go and see what the cooking animation looks like for the chef yet, sadly, but you can at least talk to them and just get a general idea as to where they'll be in the camp itself. And there's also little cute things you can do in this game, like seeing little animals. I believe there's like a baby sacred that's within that camp. He kind of like falls over and stuff, which looks really, really cute. And there's a whole load of other stuff that you can do inside of this beta as well, like hunt other monsters that aren't Doshiguma or Chupacabra. I believe that the Windward Plains does have an alpha whenever the lightning storms come about, so you can hunt that guy down when that weather starts to change. Probably would recommend bringing in some other hunters there, because that seems to be the alpha of that area, so he'll probably be quite a bit tougher than the other two monsters. But I believe other monsters also spawn within this area. We've seen a whole load of other monsters, but I don't know if they're in this beta as well or not. So go in there, start exploring, and just get a general gist as to what's available within the Windward Plains. Now, in terms of other stuff that you just get for taking part in this beta, you do get a little charm thing, which you can attach to your sacred mount, which will just bob when he moves, or you can have it attached to your weapon as well. Now, this becomes available when the full game releases, so you can wait for that customization option to become available as well. Now, I feel like there's probably going to be a whole load of other charms as well that you can just unlock through gameplay, or maybe this is an exclusive item just for the beta itself. I don't really know, but to me, it seems like there are going to be other little charms available within the full release of the game. And yeah, that's basically it for main stuff you can do inside of this beta. Obviously, you can pre-order the game now and get some exclusive items from like the digital deluxe or the deluxe version, or just from pre-ordering itself. I know PlayStation players get access to like a full art book digitally on their console if you pre-order or something. So that looks really, really cool. And then you can also just gain access to other stuff like armor sets and other cosmetic items for pre-ordering different editions as well. And yeah, that's basically it for everything you can do inside of this beta. Obviously, it goes live either tomorrow or Friday, or it's out right now if you have PlayStation Plus. Go in there and have a great time with it. I'm very excited to jump in and have fun with this game. Obviously, if you guys enjoyed this video, I'll probably end up making more, see how they do, and then decide on that whether I want to cover the game when it fully releases February 28th of next year. And yeah, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll have a link down in the description to their main website in case you want to check out anything else with this game, because there's like whole entire like hour-long dev live streams that they've done. There's brand new trailers going over even newer monsters and even newer areas that can be found within the full release of the game, and whole new like story teasers as well for just other stuff within the game in general. It looks really, really cool, so definitely worth checking out if you are interested in the game itself. But yeah, that's literally everything that you can do inside the beta and everything that I wanted to talk about here today in this video. So that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, remember to leave a like and subscribe. That's it from me here today. So I'll catch you guys in the next one.